Hey guys, it's Miss S. So today I want to talk about your assignment for week 8. So you have one assignment this week, and it looks like this on your screen. So it's get to know Elvis Presley. You'll need this sheet and this crossword. So we are still doing music history, guys, but remember the 4 parts: Baroque, Classical, Romantic, and modern. So we're in the modern one now. Because there's so many different parts to modern, we're just going to go through it by decade. So decade is 10 years, so every 10 years. So we're going to start with the 1950s. Then we're going to do the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands, all that stuff. Okay? So the biggest thing about the 1950s that I want you to remember as far as music is that rock and roll started. That's the biggest thing you need to know. And the king of rock and roll, like you see here, bam, the king of rock and roll was Elvis Presley. So that's why your assignment this week is based on him. So raise your hand if you've heard of Elvis Presley. I can't see you, but I know most, if not all of you, are raising your hand because he's very, very popular and very famous, like past famous. And he was one of the people that really made rock and roll super popular. Now, the rock and roll from the 1950s, because it was a long time ago, isn't the same as it is today because music changes over time. And that's fine. So it might not sound like rock that you're used to, but that's all right. So I have 2 short videos I want to show you. I'm going to show you the 2 videos, and then I'm going to read your sheet with you. You can follow along while I read it. And then I have my crossword right here, and we can fill it out. Okay? Okay. All right. I will go away, and I will see you in 4 minutes. This is a short video just about Elvis and his life.
Elvis Presley. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi. He was deeply devoted to his parents, especially his mother, and was raised to have a strong faith in God. His family attended an Assembly of God church, where Elvis found his initial musical inspiration. At a young age, people noticed that Elvis had an excellent singing voice, and he was encouraged to enter a couple of singing contests, which he did, but he never won. Elvis received his first guitar as a gift from his mother on his 11th birthday. He carried it with him wherever he went, even to school, where he was bullied by classmates who viewed him as a mama's boy. He never got formal singing or guitar lessons and never learned to read music. He just watched other people play and learned songs by ear. When Elvis was in...
A lot of you guys are really good at that too. A lot of you listen to music in class, and sometimes we play it on piano, right? So he never actually learned how to read music. He just did it all by ear.
8th grade, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee. During his junior year, Presley began to stand out more among his classmates, largely because of his appearance. He grew out his sideburns and styled his hair with rose oil and Vaseline. In Memphis, Elvis was exposed to a wide variety of music. One of his favorite things to do was to go to record stores with jukeboxes and listening booths, while always continuing to practice the guitar. In Memphis, there was a recording studio called Sun Records, owned by a man named Sam Phillips. Elvis first went to the studio in August of 1953 to record a song for his mom. It was called My Happiness. Elvis went by Sun Records a lot over the next year, hoping to catch Sam Phillips's attention and be discovered. Eventually, Sam Phillips noticed young Elvis and suggested he should get together with a couple of local musicians, guitarist Scotty Moore and bass player Bill Black, to record some songs. Elvis, Scotty, and Bill went to Sun Records and began performing different songs, but Sam was not impressed. Until Elvis started to play an old blues song called That's All Right, jumping around and acting the fool. Impressed, Scotty and Bill followed his lead. Sam was convinced that he had a hit song and a star was born. 3 days later, the song was playing on the radio, and Elvis started to land gigs at clubs and giving concerts all around the Midwest. In 1955, Elvis launched his first album called Elvis Presley, and it was a massive hit, reaching #1 in the charts. After that, Elvis appeared on several TV shows, and with his unique style, good looks, and attitude, soon he had a massive fan legion. Because of his charisma, he was invited to star in movies too. His first movie was Love Me Tender. Between film shoots and recording sessions, Elvis also found time to purchase an 18-room mansion close to Memphis for himself and his parents, named Graceland. For the next 20 years, Elvis continued to make hit songs, and he starred in over 30 movies. In 1977, at 42, Elvis Presley died at his home, although there is a long-standing theory among some fans that he faked his death so he could retire in peace. On the anniversary date of his death, every year since 1977, thousands of people gather at Graceland to celebrate his memory during a candlelight ritual. This was the life of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
Okay. So the next thing, so that was just a basic overview. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys a clip also of him performing and singing. This is from 1956, and there wasn't color television yet, so that's why it's in black and white. Yeah, he has a lot of fans, and they're very loud, as you will see in a second. This is the song Don't Be Cruel. Also, Elvis has a very unique voice. He does a lot of and all this kind of stuff. So he's pretty famous for that too. All right, here we go. I can sit home all alone. If you can't come around, at least on his telephone, I'll be true. My heart is true. Baby, if I made you mad, something I might have said, please don't forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to all the truth. Oh, baby, it's still you are. I don't make me feel this way. Oh, love you, man. You know what I want to say. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby. Smile. Let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. There you know you have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be wrong. Your heart is true. I don't want no other love. Oh, baby, it's still you are. See, they're so loud. It's crazy. Yeah. So, oops, wait. Hold up. There I am. All right. So, yeah, that's what I mean when I say that the rock and roll sounds a little different from our rock and roll right now. This one's a little more relaxed than our rock and roll today. But, music changes over time. And the good thing about music that's been recorded is that you can listen to it no matter what year it is. So whatever you prefer, you can listen to. Okay, here we go. So get this paper out. Let me make myself a little tinier. And you can read along with me, okay? So get to know Elvis Presley, 1935 to 1977. Elvis Presley is known as the King of Rock and Roll, or sometimes just the King. His songs combined country music from the southern United States with African American gospel and blues. His unusual voice, distinctive hairstyle, flashy appearance, and energetic dance moves made him famous around the world. Elvis holds the record for the most albums sold, more than 1 billion. He was born on January 8, 1935, in his parents' two-room house in Tupelo, Mississippi. Elvis got his first guitar for his 11th birthday when his parents could not afford the bicycle that he wanted. In 1953, he went to the Sun Records studio in Memphis, Tennessee, and paid $4 to record 2 songs for his mother's birthday. Studio owner Sam Phillips offered Elvis a record contract because of his unique sound. By 1958, Elvis had 11 number 1 hits, including Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, and Jailhouse Rock. That same year, Elvis was drafted into the Army. He was stationed in Germany for a year and a half. President Jimmy Carter said that his music permanently changed the face of American popular culture. Whew! All right, so now I want you to go to your crossword, and you're going to use the reading to help you fill in the crossword. So, I'm going to start with, I'll go in order by number, okay? Well, all right, here's what I'll do. I'm going to do the acrosses first, and then I'm going to go to down. So I'm going to go, okay? All right, so number 1 across. The president who said Elvis's music permanently changed the face of American popular culture. So take a minute, try to find that. Okay, so it was President Jimmy Carter, right here. Boom! So we're just going to write his last name, Carter. So we're going to write C-A-R-T-E-R. And we can cross that out. Can you see it? Okay, now we're going to do number 4 across. Whoop, right underneath. It says, the gift Elvis really wanted for his 11th birthday. So that answer is here. Elvis got his first guitar for his 11th birthday when his parents could not afford the bicycle that he wanted. So the answer is bicycle for 4 across. So you're going to write bicycle. Okay, the next one on right underneath. Number 6 across, country where Elvis served in the Army. Here's the word Army. Elvis was drafted into the Army. He was stationed in Germany. So that is that answer. So number 6 across is Germany. Okay, the next one, number 9 across. His birthday present when he turned 11. So, what was his actual birthday present? So we read Elvis got his first guitar for his 11th birthday when his parents couldn't afford a bicycle. So his actual birthday present was a guitar, right? So not 6, 9 across is guitar. So I put it right. Ooh, other way. It's hard doing this backwards. Oh my goodness. All right. So 11 across. The first music studio where Elvis made a recording. So it says in 1953, he went to the Sun Records studio. So the first music studio where Elvis made a recording. So the answer is going to be Sun Records for 11 across. Whoop. Sun Records. All right, 13 across. Who is the owner of Sun Records? So it says studio owner Sam Phillips. So there you go. So it is, let's see if it's, all right, it's his whole name. So Sam, 13 across. Phillips with 2 L's. That's the one we just put down. Sam Phillips. All right, and then 14 across, the last across. Number of number 1 hits Elvis had in 1958. So we can look and see, let's find the number 1958, and we know the answer is nearby. So there he is. By 1958, Elvis had 11 number 1 hits. So we found 1958. Boom. So the answer is 11. We have to write the whole word. So the answer is 11. So those are all the ones across. Okay. Now we're going to start at down. So 2 down. Elvis served in this branch of the military. Well, we found the Germany answer over here, so it's probably going to be around there somewhere, right? Ah, the Army. So it's going to be Army. Okay, 3 down. The style of music that Elvis is called the king of. He's not the king of pop. It's Michael Jackson. Did you find it? The king of rock and roll. Remember, in the 1950s, that's the one thing I want you to super remember, that rock and roll started, right? So that's a long one. So we're going to write rock and roll for 3 down. Right there. Whoop. Can you see it? Can you see it? There we go. Rock and roll. Okay, 5 down. Elvis's nickname. What are they getting at? Oh, okay. So Elvis Presley is known as the king of rock and roll and sometimes just the king. So nicknames are usually short, right? So this is going to be the king. So it's just king. 5 down. Bam! Right there. Okay, 7 down. The state where Elvis was born. Mississippi. Mississippi. You got some long words in here. Seven down. Mississippi. Okay, 8 down. The person Elvis recorded his first song for. So here's the stuff about the studio. And paid $4 to record 2 songs for his mother's birthday. So who was it for? His mother. So that's going to be 8 down. Oh, it's just mom. They made that nice and short. Can you see it? You cannot see it. There you go. All right, Elvis holds a record for selling the most. Excuse me. Oh my God. There we go. Record for the most albums sold. So 10 down is albums. Whoop, right there. Whoop. Oh my gosh, one more. All right, 12. One of the styles of music to influence Elvis's music. Okay. So, according to this, you see it? Can you see it? There we go. Okay. It has an L at the end. So if we look at here, his songs combine country music. That doesn't have an L on the end. From the southern United States with African American gospel and blues. So it has to end in an L. So which one of these is it going to be? If you guessed gospel, you would be right. Good job. Bam! So I put it there. So let me make myself bigger. Ooh, why do I keep doing that? I did that in the other video too. I don't know where I go. Okay. Get a close up. All right. So those are all the answers to that. Bam. All right, guys. So if you need any other help with this, please let me know. Comment in the classroom. You can email me. You can call or text my Google Voice. All right? So I will see you very soon. You are all wonderful and amazing. Okay. Bye.